I'm Joe Tarosian, RamView Wrap-Up. Live from the Ram Cave, I'm Joe Tarosian, and this is RamView Wrap-Up, brought to you by Kistler Law Firm. Injured in an auto accident, need help, got questions, call Kistler Law at 661-206-6990. That's 661-206-6990. And check out KistlerLawFirm.com. That's one word, Kistler Law. They've been fighting for you since 92. Okay, we got 15 thoughts about the Rams win. I'm not going to break down every drive, everything, but just as we're watching this game, want to cover just the things that stood out. And, of course, we welcome what your thoughts are as well as we get this up and about and spread about. All right, Rams win 33-19. My first thought that came to mind, Matthew Stafford is healthy, all right? He got hit a little bit. He moved. He showed some flexibility. Matthew Stafford is healthy. And on a smaller note, so is Alaric Jackson, who played every snap today. Thought number two, Avila and Parkinson, Steve Avila and Colby Parkinson did not play. Avila finished the game last week, but he did not play today. So that's worth keeping an eye on. Parkinson, the Rams are deep at tight end. That's all good. I saw Avila standing on the sideline. I don't think it's highly critical. You bought a game, you're 2-0, and he gets a chance to heal. Ahkello Witherspoon did leave with a shoulder injury and didn't come back. And this just goes back to what we've been saying on RamView all summer, is Witherspoon's good. You're just not going to get 17 games in 18 weeks out of Ahkello Witherspoon. His first year with the Rams in 2023, the first half of the season was really good. The second half, you could see him wearing down. Last year, Rams didn't sign him until after, I think, week 1, week 2, and he really didn't get on the field till mid-season, and he was fantastic. And so you understand that these are just things that happened with Ahkello Witherspoon. Darius Williams came in. Rams look fine. Number three, Davis Allen, backup tight end, is on pace to score 17 touchdowns this season. Who would have thought Davis Allen would have 2 touchdowns already in 2 weeks? But on a more serious note, Byron Young looks like he's on pace to be all-pro, right? Number 4, Justin Diedick started for Avila instead of Bo Limmer. That was really interesting. I don't think there was anybody in the Rams' sphere of context or comments or anybody talking Ram football that thought Bo Limmer wouldn't start at left guard. He was out there on special teams, but Justin Diedick, undrafted free agent center out of USC, who started at 3 games at left guard last year for Avila, was out there on the field. Was he John Hanna? Was he Tom Mack? I don't know. We haven't looked at all the numbers yet and everything, but you know what? The Rams won 33-19. Number 5, Lance Ferguson gets snaps. Parkinson's out, and he did get snaps. And I thought his best play, of course, was he displays a ton of character running down the runner on that blocked PAT late in the second half. And I thought that was a great play because that's a live ball. That could have been 2 points. And Ferguson kept playing. He was the wing blocker. You see him there, and he chases that guy down. I thought that was a really good sign about his character and probably why the Rams liked him. Sacks by Kobe Turner, 2 by Byron Young, and Josiah Stewart again. 2 games, 2 plays. The deflected pass and the sack this week. The deflected pass last week, the sack this week. So that Josiah Stewart pick is really shaping up. Terrible, number 7, terrible interception by Matthew Stafford. Terrible. I guess you got to let him have one once in a while. But, boy, he came back with a vengeance in the second half. I think they said at one point he was 14-17. And is it heresy to say, they both went to 2 Super Bowls. Kurt Warner took the Rams to 2 Super Bowls. Stafford is taking the Rams to 1 Super Bowl. 1 Super Bowl. I was thinking of 2018. No, Stafford's taking them to 1. Who's your favorite quarterback out of those 2? And I got to say, as time goes on, I am becoming more and more of a Matthew Stafford guy. I know I've become more of a Devontae Adams guy. Adams and Nakua are lethal together. Rams have a great duo, and as long as those guys are healthy, this is serious business. And I loved how Stafford showed he's not just Puka-centric. is that he delivered the ball to both receivers today. This is the Rams' best receiving duo since Bruce and Holt in The Greatest Show on Turf years. Thought number 9, Emmanuel Forbes was burned by some great throws, fortunate passes, and a pretty decent wide receiver. That kid, number 5 for Titans, Altaminer, like Altaminer, I'm trying to remember his name. He made some great catches. Ward made a couple of great throws, and that was really fortunate. The touchdown pass, Forbes had him in coverage. He ran all the way across the other side of the field. Ward threw the ball, a pass he never should have thrown, unless you're probably, John Elway, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and it was a testament to Cam Ward, but that was a touchdown. But that's where Forbes was. But Forbes did have a nice punch out. I think it was on a second or third down play there in the first half. So I felt he played well. I was curious a little bit about it in the second half, his playing time. Number 10, there was a point late in the first half. I don't know if you noticed it, but they were starting to run the ball. Late in the first half, early in the second, that Rams front looked a little tired. It looked a little tired, and I was kind of concerned there because I didn't have any problem with them rotating in Larrell Murchison and Ty Hamilton, who didn't play a snap last week, and Murchison only played, 1 or 2. But I was surprised to see them rotated in so early at the start of the third. But the defense did tighten up. The Titans ended up scoring 19 points against the Rams, and the lone touchdown, was a fluke. So it was an outstanding performance by the Rams. Fluke, out-of-this-world play by Cam Ward. Okay, we'll say it both, but it wasn't a demeaning touchdown. It wasn't like, oh man, we can't stop anybody type of touchdown. Rams defense played well. Number 12, thought that keeps carrying on through the years. First 7 plays. The first 2 times the Rams are in goal-to-goal situations, they ran 6 plays, passed on every one of them. They had to settle for Josh Carty 21-yard field goals. And then I think the third time they were goal-to-goal, on the seventh play, they threw a touchdown pass to Davis Allen, which I don't know how the ref missed it, had to go to review. But 7 plays in goal-to-go situations to start with, and the Rams passed on every down. I really wish they would pound it a little bit more. Also, in those goal-to-go situations, I'll mention this because it's not necessarily a separate thought. I like Kyren Williams. I like him a lot. But he seems to lack the explosiveness right now that Blake Corum does. Is that true? And I'm happy we got Kyren. I'm glad we got him locked up. But I think we should be seeing more of Blake Corum going forward. Number 13, this is the follow-up to the Forbes comment. Have to look at the snap counts, but it looked like Darius Williams took snaps from Forbes in the second half. But Williams had that marvelous breakup play there along the sideline. So the Rams are getting clicks out of Darius Williams, I think, at the age of 32. Finally, at number 14, Tutu Atwell was last seen on the back of a milk carton. He had that one target early on, and that was it. And thought number 15, the Rams are 2-0, and that's a weird feeling given their starts the last 2 years. There was a point in this game I'm watching, it's 16-13. This could be one of those games that goes down to the wire that we hate, and yet the Rams got everything together. All right. Hey, we just wanted to get that pumped out. I'm going to get this loaded up on our channel. Go Rams. Great win. 49ers won. That's deceiving. They're 2-0. Good for them. Cardinal game. I didn't get a final on the Cardinal game yet. And the Seahawks won in Pittsburgh. I know on our show we got Steeler fan Rob from Missouri, who's a huge Steeler fan, and I don't think he's too happy about that. Last thought about the 49ers. Wouldn't it be funny if Mac Jones just played great? And Kyle Shanahan says, I think I want to go with Mac Jones after they give all that money to Brock Purdy. Anyway, I'm just having fun. All right, Byron Young, all-pro. Davis Allen on pace for 17 touchdowns. All right, guys, this is the end. Thanks for just checking us out. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. RamView. God bless.